Danny Segura for MMA Junkie. I'm here with former UFC lightweight champion Frankie Edgar, who will be making his bantamweight debut next month against Pedro Munhoz on July 11th on Fight Island. Frankie, first of all, how are you doing? And I see that beard game is going strong, man.
I'm doing well. Yeah, it's been that quarantine beard. I don't know how much longer I got, but I've been rocking with it for a minute now.
I had my quarantine beard for a minute, but then it just got too crazy, and I had to get rid of it. I don't know
Yes,
how long you've been working on that, but it looks like quite some time.
yeah, a couple months, yeah, maybe 3 months now. But the summertime's coming. I don't know if I can dig it anymore. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the rough part. I'm out here in Brooklyn, and these last few days have been really hot. I know you're in New Jersey, right? So not too far away. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and if you're gonna fight on
that
Fight
East
Island
Coast.
over in Abu Dhabi, that's gonna be even hotter, man.
Yeah, I'm cool. I like the heat. Growing up in wrestling rooms, we always like to turn the heat up. So I think it'll be fitting.
Yeah. So let's talk about this fight. This is exciting stuff for you. You're changing weight classes. You're going down to 135. This will be the third weight class you compete in within the UFC. How are you feeling as far as like the weight cut? Like, have you started doing that? And how is it like training for a fight at 135 pounds rather than 45 or 55?
I mean, everything seems pretty similar. I've been dieting since I got the call for the fight. So, um, just eating clean, putting the right stuff in my body, being pretty precise, pretty strict with my diet, and I feel great. I feel really good actually. I think when I was able to fight 55, 45, I didn't have to eat the cleanest, so I kind of put whatever I wanted in me. Now I'm forced to eat very clean, and I actually feel better, I think.
Hmm. That's interesting. And to give a sort of an idea to people, like what's your usual walk around weight? Like, is it 35 going to be a big cut for you? Because I mean, as I said, you were a former lightweight, but you've been always considered to be one of those smaller guys in those weight classes.
Yeah, I mean, I could walk around between 55 and 60 when I'm not training hard, but I'm about 150 now, so I'm well on my way to 35. I'm probably not going to be the biggest 35 out there for sure.
Yeah. And it's interesting because you had so much success in the weight classes above, and here you are dropping to 135. Why didn't this weight cut and this drop to 135 pounds come sooner? Because it seems you're more of a natural fit for that weight class, from what you tell me as far as your weight.
I feel like I can compete. At 55, I was the champion. Even when I lost to, razor close fights to Benson Henderson. I went down to 45, and I was competing with the best there. Fought for the title a few times. So I really never felt the need to have to cut a boatload of weight. I never wanted to be the best dieter. I wanted to focus on my skills and being the best fighter. But I mean, the nature of the sport, everyone's kind of getting better, bigger and better, and better at cutting weight and putting it back on. So I kind of just thought now is the time to do it.
Yeah. Did you ever think you would fight at 135 when you were champion at 55?
Definitely no. When I was a champion at 55. But as I made my descent down to 45, I seen that I was still, and some of my teammates too that are 35ers that weren't, I wasn't much bigger than them, if at all.
Yeah. And this opponent, Pedro Munhoz, he's definitely a veteran in the division, has picked up some big wins. Was this the type of guy you wanted to get your introduction in at 135?
Yeah, absolutely. Pedro's I think number 7 right now. He's been saying my name for a little bit, and I'm down. I think it's I'm fighting the best guys in each division since I've been in UFC. So don't want to change anything now.
Yeah. And you're joining a division that's super interesting right now. I mean, it's stacked with Henry Cejudo leaving. It kind of put everything on turmoil in a good way. And it seems, everyone's gunning for that title. And there's a lot of contenders in the rise. You're a big name. You're a veteran of the sport, obviously former champion. How quickly do you think you can ascend these rankings if you're able to pick a win over Munoz?
I don't know how, the rankings could work kind of funny nowadays anyway. I guess if, I beat him, I'll puts me at 6 or 7 and it throws me in the mix. I do have a name. I've been in this game for a long time, and that always helps.
Yeah, for sure. And so you're expecting to, possibly log in a few more fights, even if after you're victorious over Munoz, in order to get it to the title, because it seems Jose Aldo, who dropped down from 45 as well, he just got a shot almost right away.
Yeah, I'm down to compete, man. That's what I'm here. I'm not done with my career. I want to compete with the best guys right now, and the only way you get to a title is by winning a fight. So yeah, I'm down to kind of go on another run here.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously that title is on your mind. And it's interesting. Lately, the GOAT talk has sort of been thrown around, especially with, I don't know if you saw Conor McGregor's thread, kind of this giving out who he thought it was the GOAT and putting himself up there, obviously. And he basically counted his success across weight classes. And a guy that has success across weight classes, obviously, is yourself, former lightweight champion, top contender, and multiple time title challenger at 145. If you're able to get a hold of a title at 135, what do you think that will do to your overall legacy?
I mean, that'll definitely add to it. Anytime you get pick up a second title, even if it could span, two different weight classes with one in between, would make it a little bit more special. But, first things first, man. Pedro Munhoz is a tall enough mountain to climb, so we've got to get over that one and worry about the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as like some of your advantages that we saw at 155 and 145 were your speed. Do you think you'll still see that at 135, keeping in mind that the guys are a little smaller? And what are some things maybe that you also gain with the drop?
Yeah, guys are, as you get lighter, guys are usually a little bit quicker, sometimes more technical, sometimes more athletic. But I'm also gonna have a little bit more sting on my punches. I think a little bit more strength than when I grab guys, because I'm gonna be much more comparable in size.
Yeah. Like I said, this 35 division is super interesting with everything that's going on. And one of those components is Aldo. Were you surprised that he dropped to 135, and did you think he was going to even make it? Because there was a lot of skeptics surrounding, his weight cut to 35.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to go for him. But when I seen some pictures of him going down, I mean, Aldo, when he's a world class fighter, one of the best to ever do it. So if he puts his mind something, I'm not surprised that he did it. But yeah, it was still impressive, man. He looked really, really skinny out there. And he fought Marlon. I did think Marlon won that fight. I mean, I know he did win the fight, but I know Aldo got the title shot. So he's trying to make the best of it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And you're joining a division. Obviously, you just mentioned Marlon, another guy that you starting to train with. I saw on Instagram and also on your Instagram and his as well. It's Cody Garbrandt. How's that experience like training with Garbrandt, and did it open your eyes about anything about going down to 135?
Cody's been great, man. He's been training with us for a couple months before this whole coronavirus happened. But yeah, he's been a great teammate. He's fucking super athletic, super fast, and yeah, he's just been a great addition to the team.
Yeah. Is it at a point? I mean, I know he's fairly new to the team, but would you consider fighting him? I know you got Pedro Munhoz to your head, but is this something that kind of crosses your mind once you join this division? Because he's obviously a former champion and a tough guy up there.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking about fighting him at all.
Yeah. And as far as that title fight that we're gonna see fairly soon at UFC 251, Petr Yan, Jose Aldo. What are your thoughts on that bout? Who do you think is gonna walk away with the vacant title?
I really don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. Aldo's a legend. I mean, if he does win, it wouldn't be surprising. But if I had to pick right now, I think Petr Yan, Surgeon. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the young blood on that. I think he'll get it done. But like I said, if Aldo walks away, I wouldn't be overly surprised either.
All right, Frankie. Well, I appreciate the time, man. I don't want to steal any more time from your day. Best of luck to the cut to 135 and also in your fight against Munhoz. Looking forward to that one. I'm sure it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a fun one for sure.
All right. Thanks so much, bro. Appreciate it.